to our next program about the definition and importance of Nexus to collect sales tax from Nasha Boomer, who is the CEO of InfoTax Square.
What is Nexus and its connection with sales tax collection? It is very important to follow the government agency guidelines to collect taxes, and in today's program, we will talk the connection between sales tax and Nexus with our expert. Hello to everyone listening to DoClick's Voice FM. This is your host, Rasheem J. Northington, and let me share a bit about DoClick's Voice FM before we proceed our program about the feature and function of Nexus. DoClick's Voice FM is the only technology that play, post, and share your content at the same time to give a maximum visibility to your content across the internet. It is developed to help those who face financial and technical difficulties. It is a 100% free platform, and we ask every user and listener to support it somehow to keep the technology improved. It will not be an overstatement if I say DoClick's Voice FM is the godfather of those who are not growing due to lack of advertising and cannot afford. Now, who do we invite to DoClick's Voice FM? We invite experts, entrepreneurs, and professionals to share valuable information for you. And DoClick's Voice FM is committed to extract talent from anywhere, from any hidden hole. Now, I'd like to share some information about my experience with DoClick's Voice FM. My name is Rasheem J. Northington. I am the author of the book, The Diaphragm, the Muscle Source of Life, and also a massage therapist. And after working with DoClick's Voice FM, promoting my book, I've noticed a significant increase in book sales with Amazon.com. Also, I received hundreds of reviews as well and multiple direct leads. Today, we have invited Nasha Umar, who is the CEO of InfoTaxSquare.com, which is one of the leading companies of the USA that establishes businesses across the United States, to discuss about what is Nexus and its connection with sales tax collection. How are you today, Nasha?
I'm fine, thank you, Rasheem, for having me here in your studio.
You're welcome. Now I have two questions for you. How would you describe Nexus in one sentence, and what are you going to share with our listeners about Nexus?
Rasheem, I would say, Nexus creates a connection between the states to collect sales tax wisely. Today I will go over the definition, origination, application, and the importance of Nexus to collect and file sales tax, which is collected on taxable sales, regardless of goods and services on behalf of the Department of Revenue or the Division of Taxation and Finance.
What is a Nexus and its implication on sales tax collection?
By a definition, Nexus is a bridge or a connection which connects two objects, visible or invisible, tangible or intangible. Whereas sales tax nexus is the connection between a seller and a state that requires the seller to register, then collect and remit sales tax to the taxing authorities.
The program will return after a short break. You are listening to DoClick's Voice FM 24/7 Global Cloud Radio. You deserve a healthy and happy life. In order to do this, make sure to keep you and your surroundings clean. This includes keeping your hands, nose, and eyes clean, and put time aside to work out. You're listening to DoClick's Voice FM Global 24/7 Cloud Radio Station.
Are you looking for a company to help you establish your business and get a business license in the United States? InfoTaxSquare.com provides business registration and support services to help you set up your business in the United States. We will get you started whether you are a U.S. resident or not. InfoTaxSquare.com has been helping businesses since 2003. We have served thousands of happy clients across the United States. Call us today for a consultation. 1-866-754-4460 or 1-516-822-3100. Visit us at www.infotaxsquare.com. We will make it happen.
DoClick's Voice FM is committed to providing you 100% free advertising to make sure you're successful. We encourage and request every user and listener to support us in maintaining and improving technology. We are now back to the program where we talk about the definition and importance of Nexus.
What are the main features of Nexus?
Rasheem, before going to discuss Nexus, We should understand the application of sales tax because Nexus is connected with sales tax. And every person who is offering taxable goods and services are required to collect sales tax regardless online or sales from the store. Let me share a few unique features of the Nexus. Number one, certain business activities including having a physical presence or reaching a certain sales threshold create Nexus or connection with the state. Number two, your business Nexus determines how much sales tax did you collect from the internet or sale through the phone call. In a sales tax scenario, Nexus is generally defined as a physical presence, but this presence is not limited to having an office or a warehouse. There are two types of Nexus, physical Nexus and economic Nexus. Physical Nexus represents a physical presence like having a store, warehouse, or retaining a salesperson, whereas an economic Nexus applies on certain gross sales threshold amount in a specific state. For example, in the state of Arizona, a remote seller had economic Nexus provided if in the previous or current year he had a gross sales of more than 150K in the state of Arizona.
Okay, so tell me something, Nashib. Why and when did Nexus introduce?
Regime Nexus was introduced to shield against an injustice with the local supplier and bar to a local buyer who was bypassing the local suppliers to buy taxable goods from different states to avoid paying sales tax on taxable goods. Let me quote here an example for your understanding. A person who lived in New York bought taxable products from the state of Delaware, which is exempted from sales tax to avoid paying sales tax on a taxable product, though that person was still required to report the sales end of the year in income tax return to pay use tax. But most of the buyers who were buying taxable goods from the other states were not reporting. Therefore, the Nexus was introduced for a fair collection and distribution of sales tax between the states and to protect local suppliers from an injustice. Additionally, in the past, if your business was involved in online or telephone sales and you had no presence in the state, sales tax collection was not required. However, in 2018, the Supreme Court ruled that businesses that make online sales need to collect sales tax from customers in other states as well.
I thank you, Nashib Umar, for conveying such valuable information with our listeners. You are by far very knowledgeable, the most knowledgeable person that I know coming on to our show.
I thank you, Rashim, for inviting me on DuoClick's Voice FM to share my knowledge about sales tax application and its connection with Nexus. Let me conclude this program with a short message. You will find and follow Nexus rules for sales tax collection to avoid penalties and fines from the taxing authorities. Since the tax laws are very complex, it is always a good idea to consult and retain a professional to avoid bar to do business or face fines and penalties.
Thank you. And also like to thank all the listeners for tuning in. And if you still have any question about the Nexus, you can contact to our guest and expert, Nashib Umar, through www.infotaxsquare.com. Goodbye and stay safe.